The Philippines is now busy preparing for the upcoming conference of the parties to the United Nations Framework on Climate Change this November. With this, delegates from France held a conference at the Ateneo de Manila Professional School in Makati, while the National Youth Commission and the Climate Change Commission launched the #NowPH campaign in UP Diliman. This report.
Now is the time for the youth to start the crusade versus climate change. For the National Youth Commission, Climate Change Commission, and French Embassy in Manila, the voices of the youth are the loudest in this advocacy, while the Philippines is the perfect model of the international community in defeating climate change.
Alam mo, laging inaasahan yung National Youth Commission in terms of volunteering young people and warm bodies when it comes to climate and disaster problems. So nung nangyari from Ondoy up to Yolanda, up to the present, umaasa yung national government and all our stakeholders in doing so. Pero this time around, we're looking at a bigger effort. This bigger effort entails combating climate change. The problem is not just with the Philippines. Alam natin yung Pilipinas, less than 1% ang contribution sa climate change. Kaya ang battleground natin ay ang global scene.
For a few years now, the Philippines has adopted a very constructive approach on this issue of climate change in international negotiations, while recognizing at the same time that it has to adapt and that the financial burden should be first on developed countries. But at the same time, the Philippines has decided to take its share in making its own efforts to reduce the greenhouse.
Since the use of hashtag has claimed fame, the campaign used this millennial term to garner over 1 million signatures for the youth who will be at the forefront in vying for climate change awareness.
Kakaiba yung energy ng kabataan. It's just a matter of redirecting the energy to the proper direction at kung anong direksyon ng makabuluhan as of the moment. And para sa atin, nabanggit na ni Pope Francis ito, nasabi na ni President Francois Hollande nung pumunta siya dito noong February na mahalagang conference ito para sa kinabukasan natin.
A study from the Climate Change Commission showed 8 out of 10 Filipinos are aware to the effects of climate change. But the crusade towards environmental protection does not stop here.
Mabuti nga sinama tayo dito because we are the most affected. Sabi nga, we are one of the top 2 countries affected by climate change. No? Dahil tayong apektado rito, dapat talaga tayong magsimula rito, mamuno rito. Dahil tayo makikinabang dito. Ang swerte nga natin na nakatingin sila dito Dahil sa pool tayo, talagang apektado tayo ng climate change. At nakita natin yan sa malalakas na bagyo pareho ng Yolanda na nagdaan.
Ngayon pa lang, gusto lang natin talaga mapaghandaan itong mga ganitong events. Kaya isa unang-una awareness. Kung talaga tayo naging aware noon, nakita natin ng Yolanda, alam natin yung nangyari sa Tacloban. Pero hindi natin na ipahayag yung mga magaganda ding namang nangyari dun sa ibang lugar na zero casualty. So what we're saying is, ang pagbabago ng klima, oo, dapat siguro pa katakutan, pero kayang paghandaan.
The Philippines will spearhead the Conference of Parties Paris, France this coming November 30 to December 11 to be attended by 40,000 delegates from 200 countries. For the People's Television, this is Arra Perez.